and welcome to session 24. I'm Sam. In our journey so far, we have analyzed the Bologna trap and currency mirage that fuels a vampire economy. In our last session, we mastered the subjunctive mood to move from the Precariat to sovereign. Today, we discuss the intellectual reconquest. This is the phenomenon of reverse colonialism, where professionals who once felt ignored or colonized are now returning to the headquarters of the old world. But they are not coming to raid, they are coming to restore. The bringing of the brain power, the new technologies, and the industry-oriented capital needed to fix neglected Western infrastructures. To describe this active leadership, we must master causative verbs, have, get, and make. They are the verbs of the driver, the language of how we get things built and make old structures adapt to the future. Let's lead the reconquest. Ogden's Lexis refresher will be using these words: base, build, capital, change, drive, force, form, get, guide, have, help, industry, lead, make, master, power, reason, system, tech, tool, work. Part 1. Professional delegation. Our focus is using have, someone to do something or have something done, to describe professional management and delegation in the new economy. As the new leaders, we don't do everything ourselves. We have our engineers design the new grid. We have our engineers design the new grid. To stabilize the north, we must have the infrastructure restored. To stabilize the north, we must have the infrastructure restored. I will have my team audit the old financial records for signs of gambling. I will have my team audit the old financial records for signs of gambling. I will have my team audit the old financial records for signs of gambling. How do you say? The sovereign investor has the factory built in a low-pressure area. The sovereign investor has the factory built in a low-pressure area. Part 2. Managing the process. Using get, someone to do something or get something done, to describe persuasion, motivation, and the effort required to overcome old world resistance. It is difficult, but we must get the old bureaucracy to move faster. Repeat. It is difficult, but we must get the old bureaucracy to move faster. We need to get the community to support real industrial growth. We need to get the community to support real industrial growth. At the Olive FinTech Hub, we get investors to find real utility instead of thin air. At the Olive FinTech Hub, we get investors to fund real utility instead of thin air. At the Olive FinTech Hub, we get investors to fund real utility instead of thin air. How do you say? How can we get the Precariat to reclaim their dignity? How can we get the Precariat to reclaim their dignity? Part 3. Mandatory adaptation. Our focus is using make someone do something to describe the requirement for innovation and the force of the new economic reality. The upcoming May shift will make the old elites realize their mistake. Repeat. The upcoming May shift will make the old elites realize their mistake. We must make the stagnant systems adapt to new technologies. We must make these stagnant systems to adapt to new technologies. Truthful metrics make the market value real objects over fiat debt. Truthful metrics make the market value real objects over fiat debt. How do you say? The Aeolus movement makes the resources flow to where they are needed. The Aeolus movement makes the resources flow to where they are needed. Summary: connecting our learning. Excellent work today. You used language of the intellectual reconquest to describe how we drive change. We practiced have to delegate tasks to our professional elite, get to persuade the world and manage the difficult process of growth, make to ensure that reality and utility are the only metrics that matter. By mastering causative verbs, you are no longer just describing situation, you are causing the result. You are the force that gets the job done and makes the future happen. Keep training your mind to lead. I will see you in the next English language workout.